Are you ready to make a club banger? Are you ready to make a YG type beat? Get ready, because in this video I'll be breaking down to you guys exactly how I made a YG type beat. I'm not sure where to rank this exactly. You could say it's a YG type beat because it kind of has that West Coast bass, that DJ Musa on the beat. Okay. You could also say it's kind of like Young Bane type beat.
Yeah. Cartier frames and a turtleneck. Fancy. Parents always love me as a dinner guest. Had the wins, but I'm not a winner yet. If we're trying to make a
Either way, it'll be a hard club banger, and I'd say YG fits on this beat. So if you're ready, then let's get into the video, and I'll teach you guys exactly all it takes to make a beat like this.
Nice.
So you could do a whole lot of things when you try to make club beats, but the sound that I have used is this. And it already screams for clubs. It's all you need. If you don't have this sound, drop your email and I'll email it to you guys so you guys can use it as well. Either way, the melody that I made with this sound, this is what it sounds like. And I'm gonna break down to you guys what I did to this melody. Basically, I just added parametric EQ, reverb to it to make it more ambient, and another parametric EQ to clear it out. Like, I wasn't even very necessary, but to clean it out as much as possible. And the next thing I added to was basically just a second layer to fill it up a bit. The sound that I use is Poly Plugins 2. I don't know why they call it that. It's a dope sound, and this is what it sounds like. It's basically kind of like an ARP.
bruh.
I know it sounds kind of dry, but it's just to fill it up a bit, so don't worry, it'll sound good in the end. And that's basically the main melody. And my favorite part was basically the vocal, and I don't remember where I got the vocal from, but you can get your stuff from Splice. You can get it from Looperman. If you're like OG and don't have money, go to Looperman. You're going to YouTube to find vocals. Basically the vocal, it sounded like this. I didn't want to have like that, so I chopped it up a bit like how I wanted it to be. In the end, I just used two parts of the whole vocal, combine it with the melody. I'll show you guys the result so far. This is what it sounds like. Are you guys seeing this automation clip right here? Basically what it does is pen automation. So if you have your headphones on and you listen to this beat, you hear that the vocal, it goes like from the middle to the left to the right. And basically all you need to do is go to the vocal, go to pen automation, create automation clip, and you can drag it wherever you want it to be, so you can play around with where the sounds go.
They will try to close the door on you. Just open it. Just open it. We don't see them.
Now the next sound that I use, and I can't really show you guys what it is because Nexus doesn't allow me to look in my sounds. I don't know why, but it's a bass from Nexus, and this is what it sounds like. Now the next thing that I had was a hit, and I can't show you guys what the name of the sound is, but unfortunately I can't even show you guys what it sounds like, because if I play it, sometimes it's just good to accept that you can't have everything in this life. And yeah, I guess we'll have to move on with the drums. Alright, so the first thing that I did with the drums was start off with the claps. Very simple. I kept the claps on a very simple place, and I'll show you guys. This is what they sound like. You see that roll in the end? That's the only thing special, but that's what I like about it so much. Just a slight roll, increase the velocity, and that's it. A slight detail that I added to it was this little boy, and it basically just is a clap with a triangle to it. But if you add it to the rest of the claps, you see that slight detail? I like this a lot, that's why I added to it, and it's something you can do to play around with percussions layered on the clap. Now if you go to the kicks, you gotta keep the kicks bouncy. I mean, it's a club banger, you need YG on the beat, so what I did to the kicks basically just increased the volume and made a simple pattern. Basically, these two kicks, the reason I put them like this is because they're on the same spot as the last two notes of the melody. You hear like doo-doo, and then the kicks come in on the same spot. It kind of created a dope bounce, especially if you add the bass on it later on. Instead of only having the bass of DJ Mustard, I also added an 808 to like create not variation. What do you say? What? Contrast? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's contrast, right? What the fuck? Basically, take a listen. You see, it's very simple, and again, the same spot as the kicks, which is the same spot as the melody, which is the reason why I added to it, which is the reason why I like this beat so much. Okay. Now I went to the percussion, to the hats to give it a little more bounce, and I kept it also very simple. This is what the open hat sounds like. See, it's slowly starting to become more and more bouncy. I added hat rolls to it. There's a slight detail because it's mainly the open hat that like takes over the sound. I have an open hat on the first hit. And then comes the hats. And the hats basically, they do a lot to the bounce. But still, I kept it very simple. You can take a listen at two lower notes.
Hello, motherfucker.
And that's basically all I did to the percussion and to the drums. Now the last thing, you can't forget this one, is a chant like this. If you add the chant to it, let me see where it is. I basically added just in transition phase, so in this part, for example. And that's basically just, if you add the hats to it, it would have kind of become too busy and too filled up, so I kept it like this. Really, that's all I did to the beat. I just want to have a dope club banger. Low-key YG, low-key Young Bane, like whatever you're trying to call it, it's a club banger. Tyga maybe even. And that's what I did. Now if you add all these sounds together, final result, it sounds like this.
AJ back at it again.
Before I leave, last tip, if you have a clap roll like I showed you guys in the beginning, you can, like you probably heard, put them before the first drop, so you have an effect like this. And that's the last tip I wanted to give you guys. And that's basically all I had to say. So if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. If you enjoyed watching this video even more, definitely don't forget to subscribe. It'll help me a lot. Let me know what you guys want me to make next. I hope you guys are getting warmed up for the clubs, because from what I heard, we're coming closer and closer to the end of COVID. So hold on a little longer, stay in quarantine, take care of your family and friends, and I'll see you guys next time. How I made a YG type beat. Now, how I made a big, that's that West Coast bass that DJ Mustard on the beat. Now I don't really understand why